Oshana, ladies and gentlemen, come on.
Thank you. Change the
I gotta slow your head down and push.
Are you kidding me, bro?
What episode are we on? Does anybody even know?
114.
Yo, what's everybody? What is up? Old fans, new fans, thank you for tuning in. Funny how episode 14, we're still not canceled. I'm excited. Today's guest, he's the founder of Miami Comedy, a channel that's growing a community of local comedian fans, talent, online media. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Garavito. Manny, thanks for coming, bro.
Thanks for having me. This is
dude,
awesome.
Dude,
I love all this.
By the way, I hear everybody, guys. I hear you guys in the room. I hear you guys on my headphones. Thank you.
Jesus.
Yeah, but anyway,
It just popped us.
I just heard a loud pop, guys. We're learning as we're going. Like I said, 14. We still don't know what we're doing here, but I respect you, Manny, because you walked in here. Me and Rob were doing the cool sunglass thing, and there wasn't. You didn't bring your sunglasses in, so you took the ones off this little guy right here. And I mean, dude, real talk. They look from the front. They look good.
I feel good in them.
Doesn't it? Look, can you take them off just to show everybody how?
Sure.
Look at how. No, I was gonna say to show the people. Look at how small these things are. That is a comedian right there, and I think that's you, Manny. That's you. That's your main one over there. That is hilarious. So, Manny, thanks for being here, bro. I met you, dude, when I first got here. Like literally when I was just finding out I was here visiting. I just met you because you were on Adam Sosnick's podcast, and you were dope. And then I went to a comedy show. You were there at the Marcello comedy show too, right?
I think so,
Dude,
yeah.
how dope
I've been
is-
to multiple Marcelo comedy
bro,
shows.
that guy, like, were you excited about, what's his last name?
Hernandez.
Marcelo Hernandez, for you guys who don't know, he was one of the new members of SNL. Adam has known the guy since he was, I think, 18 or like 17, which is, we're going to talk about that later, because that definitely, I don't know, no grown man should know any 17-year-old boys. But yeah, so tell us, for the people that don't know who you are, just tell us a little bit about yourself, the comedy game, what you're doing. Like, I'm inquisitive myself.
Sure. So I started in banking when I was very young, 18 years old, and then I did an open mic in 2009. And I got hooked. I quit my job, and I realized there weren't a lot of places to do comedy shows in Miami. I'd have to drive to places like Marco Island and Boca Raton to do 5 minutes at 1 a.m. in front of a crowd that didn't even know there was a comedy show.
Oh, God. Yeah, they're like, well, who's that guy in the front? I hate those.
And then I got a degree in marketing, and I just started learning digital marketing and growing a community from scratch. And then MiamiComedy.com was born in 2014.
Sick.
After the pandemic, it just boomed. And then now we have a foundation where the community's coming together to watch the shows, and the talents are growing, and it's just amazing to be in the front seat of watching all of this.
That's sick, bro. That's sick. I remember because Adam told me to hook up with you. I went to a show. It reminded me of like in Los Angeles, because just like New York, there's like small little rooms that you know what I'm talking about, Rob. You could just get up in a bunch of different spots. It's hard, bro, because I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and like even for me and him, we're working throughout the whole week, and it's not an excuse. It's really difficult, bro, because to drive somewhere after 6 p.m. to get there at a certain time to do an open mic and then drive all the way back to it's challenging, bro. But you're giving them a bunch of spots around just Miami, or like where are all the spots that you have?
We're mostly in Miami. What's great about our scene is that the talent is getting good. It's still small, but the people, they actually have an audience.
Yeah.
Wanting to see comedy.
Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah.
You know, elsewhere it's like really saturated. You got to pay for time, or you do the bucket, or you got to know somebody.
Gotcha.
So Miami has just become like a really good example of what a comedy scene can be like when it's very well organized with a
That's
good
dope.
community.
So Rob, you've been living here for how long?
7-8 years.
Have you never hooked up with Manny? Or?
No, I just relocated. Nice to meet you, Manny. We met
to meet
before
you. Yeah.
the show, but no, I've never done one of his shows. But I can attest to there are those shithole dive bar places that'll charge you. The nerve of some of these. There's a comedy club that I got. It was right up the road from my house. You could go there Tuesday through Saturday nights, but Tuesday nights were open mic nights. You could go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and work for free. But if you showed up on Tuesday open mic nights, he would make guys that were feature acts and headliners that were showing up to the open mic night pay the $5 to then go and perform. Meanwhile, he'd utilize them all week long and not pay him dick. And I went,
$5? That's a steal. I paid $14 to go up.
$14 to go on stage. Can you
Did you
imagine?
get a free drink or a free
Yeah.
pizza? That's my favorite. They'll go, you buy a $15 ticket and we'll give you a free slice of pizza.
Bro.
No, I just spent $15 on fucking slice of pizza.
It's insane, bro. Like that. I think that's the only art is like stand up. We're like, listen, you got to pay. Nobody, there's no painter or something like, listen, we love you. We want you to paint, but buy a soda and then we'll see your goddamn shitty paint. Right. It's insane, bro. And all we want to do is make people laugh. Isn't that crazy? And the suffering, like, bro, mind you, I started in Los Angeles because I joined the military and that was the first place I went to. It's no joke, bro. To do it, to grind, and then to not get noticed. And that's why I wanted to ask you too. How do you feel, Manny? So you're young.
37.
You're still young you're still young in my eyes. How do you feel? Because you've been in the game for a while. How do you feel? And I'm gonna ask you too, Rob. That the social media, the TikTokers, the Instagram video people, the people that are blowing up not from stand-up comedy, but then they're capitalizing, which I'm not hating. I hate when people are like, you're a hater. No, I'm not. I just don't know how you feel. Do you think it's diluting comedy or what's your...
Yeah, it's a traditional way to say that, going online and having the algorithm favor you doesn't necessarily mean you're a really good comedian in your everyday life. Yeah. You're just really good at creating content. Exactly. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Yeah. It works in our benefit now because if I'm good at stand-up, I can also learn how to be good at creating content, and then each one helps each other out online and on stage. Yeah. So on stage is the real way to test your writing ability, your off-the-cuff ability, your likability. Yeah. And then also the online can help promote it, and you don't need a middleman now because you can grow your audience. Gotcha. And a lot of comedians have found their way and their voice through content, and then it actually helps their stand-up. It helps them write material. Podcasting is huge right now. People having conversation with friends because that's where all the funny stuff happens.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. This is the shit that people want to listen to. It's fucking, it's pretty dope. So, man, because man, I've seen your sketches; they're hilarious. Your videos, the stuff that you're posting on Instagram, and I've seen your stand-up. Are you more, when it comes to your stand-up, are you more of a off the cuff, you take from the audience, or are you more of a you write down and you stick to the script and that's what?
I like both because there's sometimes where something happens in the news, like, oh, this is gonna be funny if I find an angle for it. Yeah. And there's sometimes where you don't have nothing. What is there in the news? This is boring. I can't write anything off of this. Yeah. So I like going on live streams and I just or talking to my friends outside of a comedy show and they're just being aware of what's a really good point of view that not a lot of people have touched on before. Yeah, I got you. And then just put it out there as fast as I can, whether through a tweet or a video or a soundbite or something. Yeah. Because that way your whole news feed becomes like your new notepad for jokes.
Exactly. You're right. And I'm every single morning, because dude, think about it. We're doing podcasts. Jedediah, how many does she do a week?
Three.
Yeah. Yo, do you understand how much she is digging and looking for like content? It's just like, think about it. This is once a week. We're going to go to 2 a week once we start having guests like on Fridays. But dude, you got to be constantly out there. My cousin said that there's an app that just sends you every notification of any keywords that you like, Trump or Biden or sports or scandal. It'll just pop up to keep your eyes relevant. So Miami, Manny, there's comedians that I know, like we had Jeff Dye 2 weeks ago, that when it comes to Miami crowds and audiences, I want to ask you too, Rob, how do you guys feel like, because a lot of people complain, which I love. Listen to me, because I go crazy once in a while. I drink, I have fun.
Once in a while.
Shut the fuck up, Rob. All right, it happens twice a week. But do you? Because I mean, you're from Miami originally. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Long Island, but my dad brought me here at 8 years old.
So what's your ethnicity?
My dad is Colombian. Okay. My mother's from Ecuador.
Oh wow, good little mix, huh? Oh, that's dope. So what was it? Well, they moved to. Was it just?
My dad was a party animal.
Seriously? And, it's Colombian.
Yeah. So in the 80s, he just flew in here because he saw Scarface and he heard all his friends were here doing their thing. And I'm like, all right, I didn't have much to say. I was like, let's go, Dad.
So he was like, I'm in. Did he wear like the Tony Montana, button down?
With the chest hairs out.
Oh my God, I love that, bro.
And the sunglasses.
Well, he named you Manolo. He named you Manny. But that's hilarious. You're a freaking example of Scarface. That's him. That's
Colombians actually helped build Miami. We just keep, hush hush about it.
Dude, come on. I mean, a lot of Colombians come through here. I mean, is the biggest population Cuban in Miami?
I believe so.
It is, right? But I'm pretty sure, but they just lump you in. It's just like if you just say quiet,
this is Latino.
Yeah, exactly. And you speak Spanish?
Sí.
Fluent. Okay. Sí. That is hilarious. But Rob, were you gonna say something?
No.
Okay. Rob,
No, you told me to
he's
shut the
just
fuck
on
up,
the
so
show.
I shut
Who
the
told
fuck
you to
up.
shut the? He told
You did. You said shut the fuck up, and then you started asking me any questions, so I shut the fuck up.
You know what? You've changed.
Hey, Rob,
a lot.
shut the fuck up.
Not from
Yeah.
you ever.
Yeah,
Don't
Rob-
ever listen to that thing in the. He's
They
not
love
allowed
each
around
other. They're,
children.
they're best friends. So okay, so why comedy? What made you? What was the bug that you got? Like, was it watching a stand-up set or what? I know mine was just watching George Carlin when I was a kid. And I want that. What was your?
George Carlin's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Good choice. So I was in corporate for, like I said, 10 years, and I think at the age of 18, I kind of felt like I was getting comfortable with a paycheck.
Yeah.
Right? And my friends were like, how the hell are you working in a bank, selling loans? You smoke weed every day.
That's
It's like,
hilarious.
well, there's
Yeah.
pills for that.
Yeah.
I was just a creative kid working in corporate way too early in my life because my family is the first generation.
Yeah, like mine, like my mom and dad.
So
Yeah.
they were like, get a good job, climb the corporate ladder, and retire. That's what we got to do in America.
Of course, that's American
So
dream.
boring though.
Yeah, isn't it though?
It
took
is.
me
It
10
is.
years.
It's fucking horrible. And what do you? So many. What was your thing? What was the spark? Just watching comedy and just.
Yeah, all sorts of comedy. I really just enjoyed slapstick. I enjoyed George Carlin. I enjoyed
Dangerfield?
Eddie Murphy. Yeah, all that. And I would just explore comedy. I was like, this is such a cool world. And look at all these
Gotcha.
voices and personalities. And I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to be involved.
Yeah, I went and saw Steve-O.
Oh God, I want to know how this.
Great show.
He's come a long way, but at first it was everybody would go, all right, staple your penis to your leg.
Yeah.
That's what we've paid $13.99
Yeah.
a ticket plus 2 drink minimum.
Yeah.
And I went and I watched, and the guy did 45 minutes, but it wasn't good. And I was
it
like,
just-
wow.
It was just
that-
talking.
Was it with a TV thing?
What's that?
Behind him? Was it
Did
with
he have a TV behind him?
No,
TV
he
show?
went out and he brought a table on stage. At the end, he did some kind of Steve-O jackass trick, but this was legitimately him trying to do stand-up. And I went, wow, that guy's eating shit for like 45
Oh my
minutes
God.
and
How
doesn't
long
care. And I
ago-
went, I could go eat shit like that and do
And-
that.
and-
And so I started going and eating shit.
And you know what's crazy? He will literally eat shit and figurative.
Yeah,
Like he'll do both.
Yeah, it was Steve-O.
Because I'm pretty sure he has eaten shit at
But
some point.
he's gotten much better to his credit.
Stand up?
But at the beginning, it's a guy going and doing something because Steve-O was like a circus performer. He went to like clown college before I swear to God, he was certified to be a jackass. But yeah, you can look it up. Tyler, use that internet over there.
Wait, he really went to clown school?
He went to clown college
Yeah.
and then dropped out of clown college, met all the jackass fellas, and started stapling his penis to his leg. But when you go to a comedy show for the first time to see Steve-O, that's all you're waiting to see the entire time.
Is that really him in the clown?
He graduated from the Ringling
Thank
Brothers
you!
and Barnum and Bailey Clown
Thank you!
College
Oh,
in
shit.
1997.
I'm the head of the Steve-O fan club. You guys didn't
Holy
know that.
shit.
But that's when I watched comedy for the first time and actually sat and watched the show. That was it. And I was like, hey, I could go and do that.
Oh my God. And you know what's funny? Because I read it right there. He goes, he just wanted to be taken seriously as a clown. That doesn't make any sense. Like you can't have a fucking red nose that goes honk honk and be like, no, I'm smart, everybody. Nobody's gonna take you serious.
It was one of those shows where the feature act was to this day one of the best comedians I've ever seen. A guy out of Tampa named Steve Miller, very funny
Really?
guy. Yeah, very very funny guy. He buried him, and I didn't understand. Just watching as a comedian now, I go,
Yeah.
oh, he got buried by the guy in front of him because the guy in front of him is a legitimate headliner. Steve was
Yeah.
trying out. You've worked in a lot of shows, and
my
you as
God.
well.
Oh my
Have
God.
you ever watched a headliner, a guy that you know, a Jeff Ross, just get buried by the feature and then eat it for 45 minutes?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Multiple
do you
times.
do you remember? You don't want to say names? Or?
I don't want to say names, but I was it was my first edible, and they gave me these it was they were
Wait, your first edible ever?
ever.
I want to hear this.
They
story,
gave me
please.
these. It was like Kit Kats, and so I was like, I love Kit Kats. I ate the whole thing. But the
God.
guy I bought it from never told me. He's like, just eat one.
Yeah.
Right. I ate all 4 of them, and then I drove all the way to the West Palm Beach Improv
Oh my
to go see
God.
a headliner perform, and they put me front row, and I felt I was tripping out so hard. I actually felt like I was controlling this guy with my mind, and he was bombing. And he was the headliner. He just came out with so much energy, and nobody was feeling that energy. And he kept trying and trying and
so
trying until he pulled out the stool and started getting into storyteller mode.
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
It was an awesome trip.
bro! Go ahead, bro.
No, you.
Because it's just funny that you just made me think of this. Because I want to ask you guys too your worst times bombing and all that question. But have you ever gotten too drunk or too fucked up to go on stage?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I definitely want to hear that
When
story.
we went to the Improv, you and I got invited to go do Miami Improv. We got invited to go
we
do
did
a
a
guest
team-
set with TJ Miller.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
Oh well,
Yeah, because he was on Adam's podcast.
yeah, and he was a
Congrats.
super cool guy. But I ended up drinking a little too much before the show, and we got to the Improv, and then they literally. TJ Miller came up to Vinny and he's like, "Come with me." And Vinny's like, "Okay." And I was like, "Hey, I'm with him too. I'm doing a guest spot." And they shut the door in my face at the Improv, and I went, "That's probably for the best. I'm pretty drunk. I don't need to be on stage anyway."
By the way, that was the day that so he goes to pick me up. This is typical Florida weather and fucking. So he comes to my house. We have one drink. Do we have two? I might have had two.
I had one. It was when I got to the Improv and I started drinking $12 Crown Royals on the rocks.
Yeah, oh yeah, $12. I mean, that's how they pay this fucking guy. This cat goes, you want to drive or should I go? I'll drive. I have a Toyota Corolla. I'm not showing off to all the girls out there, but I have a Toyota Corolla.
It is a sweet Toyota Corolla.
It's a hatchback.
Ladies.
It's a 2019. Let's just say chicks dig. Okay, anyway. But he goes, nah, I'll drive. The weather's
We're in
nice.
Florida, man. I got a Jeep. I don't have doors on it. Let's go enjoy
Tyler,
life.
I'm like, I don't know. It says it might rain. He's like, nah, let's just go. Bro, the drive is awesome. I have my foot out of the car. Joey from upstairs, we randomly see him on the freeway, which is fucking.
We had Deli. It was a hangout.
Deli
It was a
was with us.
valuetainment hangout. All of the people that we like, minus Tyler, were there. It was so much fun.
It was so good. Dude, we get there, and then I walk in. He's like, no, and he just grabs me, and I feel weird because I'm like, I'm with my
So
boys.
much better.
I'm like, no, honestly, I was like, I'm with my. They're like, no, just. And I walk in there. There's already a gang of people in there. There's mad people. Everybody's talking. Everybody's BSing, and I had like another drink, but then, dude, I went on stage, and I think I did better than the feature.
I think you did. First of all, the host, nice guy. I would assume I didn't meet him, but he came out and he did 2 impressions, and so you're hosting
in a host
a
job.
host spot, 10-minute spot, and he does an impression of Michael Jackson.
Oh God,
Who has been dead since 2008, and he follows that up with a Bernie Mac impression.
Oh God, who
has
dead?
been dead since 2008, and I'm like, what the fuck? What am I watching? And then you went up, you did fucking awesome.
Thank you.
And then the feature, not his. It was like me. If I went up and did a feature spot at the Miami Improv, I go up and I tell dad jokes. I talk about my kids. That's what this guy went up and did on a late show in Miami to see TJ Miller. And everybody in the crowd's like, let's just do coke. They don't want to hear about your children. They just want to hear about coke and banging. And that's what Vinny brought to the table.
I walked right up there, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was a little buzzed, but dude, I felt like when I'm in front of those audiences, bro, I click because I feel like I'm partying with them. Like, mind you, we're in the green room, and I already see 2 girls in the front. You know this noise, woo! You know it's fucked. You know we're already. If they're in the front row screaming and security's not already like, yo, y'all need to chill the fuck out, it's already gonna be bad news. But like, dude, I'm a firm believer in taking that, and you gotta ride that wave with them. You know what I mean? And I just was in a groove, and then I got on stage, and bro, and you know what it is? He gave me a guest spot. It was like the energy is completely off from me to because the feature is one of those guys that just stands there and he's like, you know,
nice guy. I see him close clubs all over the state and elsewhere, but it just wasn't his crowd that night. And following you, high energy, and then going because they're all just there for TJ Miller. They don't want to see you. They don't want to see me. They don't want to see him. They're like, wait a minute. I paid to see TJ Miller. When's he coming out?
Yeah,
and it takes forever sometimes.
Yeah, and 100%. And I think it's the responsibility of the people before, because dude, I learned this from Damon Wayans Sr. I would feature for him on the road. Same energy, same type of. I was way crazier. And I'll never forget. Damon Wayans brings me. He goes, Vinny, what you keep. Don't ever slow down. Don't ever, because some people don't like you to be. Because I asked him, I'm like, yo, is it cool? Because my energy is here. You have to go up and do an hour 20 minutes. Because Damon Sr. has jokes, bro. He goes, don't you ever change. He goes, you go here because it's gonna make me have to go. Which is gangster, which is amazing. Because I've been on the road with some people, bro, that say, don't do you, which is fucking horrible. That's like saying, listen, we want you to paint. Don't use red. Don't use green because I'm going to use those colors.
They're intimidated.
There's some comedians that purposefully find somebody like that because it challenges their act, and those comedians usually end up being amazing. So I can drop some names because I was actually very inspired by this. There's a comedian by the name of T-Rex, one of my favorite comedians, super high energetic. You know him?
Yeah.
He used to open for Bill Burr years ago, and T-Rex is so high energy, and Bill Burr is like very cerebral. And like,
one of your favorite comedians.
There's hey guys, everybody, that's Adam. Adam, can you show your face in there so I can see your beautiful ass?
I just want to say,
the one and only.
He made this happen.
I'm happy that my boys are doing their thing.
We're doing good. My friend Rob is
touch
in
our
there.
hands together.
Hands. Adam, we're gonna get alcohol.
favorite comedian.
Touched him. That was.
We're
that was
getting
cute.
alcohol tomorrow, brother. We're going to Pat's house to steal all the alcohol from the.
Hey, you didn't touch Tyler.
You didn't touch.
Touch
He doesn't need to touch Tyler.
Count me.
Adam,
in.
come touch me.
All right, so T-Rex, go ahead.
Yeah,
so
but
you're
when I saw
T-Rex.
the duo, and I saw T-Rex was so high energy, and then Bill Burr also did his thing, and it was an amazing show. And then I listened to the podcast because Bill Burr does one weekly, and he said, I purposefully get T-Rex to open for me because it helps me practice that energy as the headliner. And it's true, it delivers. He mentions it like, because if I go up after somebody that's high energy, I got to work on my ability to bring the crowd down and then lift them right back up again, which is a very difficult thing to do as a headliner, where it's like, this is who I am, I'm not going to change, but then I'm going to bring you right back up. So he purposely goes down and brings it up. And he did it, and it was an amazing show. They make a great combination.
Great thing to watch, bro. Like, I remember Damon Senior would literally go up there with the worst joke you could. Like, I'm talking about. I don't know the joke, but like, let's say it was just about rape, like whatever the subject was, rape, and then dude to open with that, and the audience just like, you hear moans, people like, oh no, and then purposely dig himself out of that hole. I think it's that's what a test to yourself to do that.
I have a friend that has a joke in his set that he does just to get to them because it never goes over.
Yeah.
Ever. It's a misogynistic. It's funny. I think it's funny. Not a single woman ever have I ever watched laugh at that joke, and he does it to see if he can get them back. It's his way of testing himself mid-set.
Getting out of a hole is probably one of the best abilities you should know as a stand-up comedian, because I've been in the hole, and then when I'm in there, I try not to falter or like succumb to the feeling of like, oh my God, this is really bad. I'm just there. I'm present. I'm trying different things. And then the more cool and calm you are when you're in that hole, the more likely you are to get out of it.
We got 3 fucking comedians and nobody's going to make a joke about what he's saying.
God damn it. Whole low-hanging fruit, Tyler. We're gentlemen here discussing.
You're a fucking hack.
We're
okay?
discussing an
You're a
art
hacky
form.
Comedian.
You wouldn't know anything
That's
about
some
it.
Shit you
don't
do.
have any skills. He has skills. He has skills. I have skills. We're discussing
He did
our
great.
skills.
No, he did great because he brought us out of that hole. Just
I hate him. You asked me, have I ever been too drunk to perform? And the answer was literally with you 2 weeks ago. The question defers to you, gentlemen. Have either of you gotten, like, I remember when I first started, right? My buddy was like, hey, you should try taking, they took the weed butter. And they were like, hey, put this in your coffee and then go drink and try and do a set. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try that. I'm at I was at a place where they do off-track betting. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Where they bet on horses.
Yeah.
They do that in the main room. In the side room next to it is where they host the comedy show. And I was like, well, I've got nothing to lose anyway. This is my career. So I drank it and I stepped on stage and went, hi, everybody. And I went, oh.
Just finished?
Like it just went in slow motion. And for the next 20 minutes, I'm like, all right.
This is not going to be good.
I know that slow motion feeling.
Yeah, it's like like you said when you were watching the guys from the crowd. So have you ever been in that position where you're like, I one too many of something?
Oh, dude, I was at the Comedy Store outside. Well, I was upstairs. It was the belly room. All right, packed, sold out. I'm not going to like 7th or 8th. Like it's a long ass shit show, but all amazing comedians.
Okay.
Bill Burr was popping in there. It was an amazing show. So I'm in there, bro. So one of my friends, Cosmo, was like, "Hey man, let's just go downstairs and let's just smoke. You're not going on for a long ass time." I was like, "I'm not a big smoker, bro." And they smoke blunts, which is horrible because you're not supposed to inhale that cigar leaf. I was like, and it hit, and I was like, I got time. The host comes out and goes, "Vinny, because nobody else is here." And I went, like I heard my spit, and I was like, "Oh shit, oh fuck, bro!" I go up there, mind you, packed, and it's a majority of it's a black room. I forgot who's. I think it was Nichelle Murdoch's room. It was like I don't know the name of it, but dude, packed. Like I mean, people's feet have to be on the stage because there's nowhere to go. So I go up there. What's up, y'all? No water. I remember vividly. I was gonna grab a drink off somebody's table as the joke because I couldn't breathe because I know my mouth was so dry.
Cotton mouth.
Big time cotton mouth. So I'm mid first joke. The joke, man, works, kills, murders. I'm now that while they're laughing, I'm thinking of the next joke. I find it so funny. I start hysterically laughing on stage. And I mean, like, you know, where you're like, wait, I'm crying. And I'm telling them to wait because I can't say the next words. And I'll never forget, I look up, nobody is laughing. Because they haven't heard the joke, but everybody's like this. and like people are looking, and then she's tripping out. Now paranoia, nervousness. I'm like, and bro, she just, I couldn't dig myself out. The host came out and goes, get the, and I just, as I was leaving, I was like, I smoked a blunt. I smoked a blunt that I didn't want to smoke.
That's the only way you can recover at that point.
Oh my God.
How about you? Ever been in that position?
My first time doing comedy, I was in the back drinking. This was at the Miami Improv when it was in Coconut Grove. You guys ever been to that one?
No, I've only been at the.
I've been to all of them.
Well, this one is so not the one at the mall.
Not the new one in the Doral.
That's the one that we went to.
Okay, got you.
So there was one before that one. It was in Coconut Grove, and the green room. As soon as you open the door, you're on stage.
Oh yeah, I was there with the Wayne. Yeah, I was there with. I remember that. Which I loved it. It was sick. That audience is rowdy as fuck.
It was wild.
Yeah, it was
a great place. I mean, they had some really good weekly shows there. But I was in the back. It was my first time, and I had to bring 10 people, and they sat them in the front row.
Oh my God! Oh, you're the bringer show type.
Yeah, so it was my mom, my dad, my dad's friends, my ex-girlfriend, her friends, and they sat them all in the front row. And there was like 30 comics, right? So it's like 300 people there.
Yeah.
And then we're just shotgunning 5 minutes each, and I'm drinking Crown Royales and Blue
Yes.
Moons in the back. And I remember I was so cocky and drunk. I was looking at the tape, and I was like, I'm funnier than that guy. I've never done comedy. It's like, that guy's not funny. Like, I was so cocky.
Oh my God! Like, I'm better than that prick.
Yeah, I went out. I opened the door and the spotlight hit me. And
so
it was
bright?
so bright. I got disoriented and I blacked out.
No, what do you mean?
I don't remember what I did on stage.
Oh.
There was only little things I remember, which was no one laughing, me looking out in the audience and seeing, because my dad didn't speak English very well, but he would be smiling and looking at me like,
Oh my God!
And before I even said anything, I pulled the mic out of the mic stand and it was wedged in. So when I pulled it out, I
just
slapped my
Smash
mouth
right in
with
the
it.
face. I chipped a tooth that way.
And then the thud.
Yeah.
Vibrated all over. That was the first thing that came out. And then you could feel the wincing, like, and I could feel the black hole of nobody paying attention or caring about what I say. And then the DJ played Hit the Road Jack.
No, he didn't.
You got heckled with a. Oh, that
Bro,
sucks.
I would have seriously finished and gone and punched the DJ in his fucking face.
I thought it was great, man. I never felt that kind of humiliation in my life. It was trippy. It was Freddie Sevens was hosting because he came out and he was like mid makeup on. He's looking at me like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
And it was just an amazing experience because I think once you have that kind of humiliation happen to you, you become numb about humiliation for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
Right.
Like I remember comics like, you're gonna bomb. I'm like, no, I've been doing good. Like even when you first start, it's a little bit of self-inflated ego. Oh, I'm doing good. It's fine. But I also, like, I had the advantage of I was on the radio in Tampa. And so when I would get booked for comedy gigs, it'd be at legitimate clubs where people were there because they knew me from the radio. So I'd go out and I would do well. And I was like, oh, this is going good. And then you do a brewery on a Tuesday night and you just eat shit for the first time ever in front of a crowd of 50. And you're like, how can I ever do this again?
Yeah.
And that's what really was like, oh, I love it, though, because it made me want to go back and beat that time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the failure of a bombing set, and I tell people, bro, it sits with you until you kill the next time. Like I'm talking about depression.
Yeah.
Like it's the worst feeling because you feel like you are horrible at, like, you picked the wrong thing. You self-doubt yourself. You know what I mean?
I have this conversation with my wife all the time because we talk about mental illness, and I go, you don't understand the line of business that I'm in. I don't know if we get into it because we're mentally ill or it makes you mentally ill when you're in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was never bipolar. And then I started doing comedy. And I'm like, why the fuck am I not at the VFW hall this weekend? I should be on that fucking show. And then you're like, wait a minute, that's not who I am. And I go, I wonder if I was like that before comedy and comedy brought that out of me.
It's like a catch-22.
Yeah, it really is, because I love it, but then I'm like, I fucking hate it.
Right.
Like, it's so odd.
And I wonder, like, people that have regular, like, 9 to 5s, does that happen to, like, somebody that's, like, working and they fuck up and they're like, this, I can't. I don't think, there's no way, bro. There's no way that they feel what we feel when they fuck up at their job.
Well, let me ask you. All right, so you went from working in California and you were on the road and doing gigs all the time, every night.
Yeah.
Now, how often are you getting up a month?
I'm not barely getting up a month unless I go on the road.
Does it make you bummed out when you're not getting up?
100%.
How about you?
I mean, when it comes to working and going on the road and doing all that, it does bum you out because you don't sleep well and you're hungover and you got to go to work and all that.
Yeah.
It's no fun. It's actually draining of my creativity when you got like other responsibilities.
Dude,
to
it's
do.
hard, bro. And Robbie, because
We're getting older. It's not. It's,
what do you mean? I'm fucking way old. I'm
Yeah,
fucking
but dude,
my
when-
balls are all old.
Yeah. Well, okay. Show me.
I will after.
But this guy can go. I'm a few years younger than you in much worse shape. But when we went out drinking together, like this guy was he was having a good time, and I'm like, I'm exhausted. The kids are gonna be up in like 4 hours from now, and Vinny's like, no, let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
because I mean, well, that's the beauty. So, man, do you have kids? Any kids? Any
No kids.
Girlfriend?
No.
Okay, so it's obviously way easier when you don't have no responsibilities.
Yeah.
I can only imagine, but I mean, it's still. I think we go through the same mental stuff, but like when I don't have to, like I don't know how my brother Vic does it, or anybody for that matter. I mean, Tyler doesn't drink; he just masturbates in the bathroom. But it's
The bathroom.
yeah.
And his car. Why do you
Where
think
else
his
would you be?
windows are tinted?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I got the sunshade.
Yeah,
you know?
no shit. Well, but then I can understand when people are like, yo, I don't drink, like especially people with a family. But bro, I don't know how they get hungover, and then you have like a 2-year-old or a 1-year-old or a 5-year-old or an 8-year-old, and because they want to play with you.
Well, that's the scary part. I don't even get hungover anymore. I just wake up, I'm normal.
And you're
the
ready
next
to go?
Dude, and the night that we were at the Improv, I woke up the next morning, the kids were like, all right, let's go outside and play soccer. And I'm like, it's 7:45.
Are you drinking
But I
water?
was fine.
Are you drinking water during you're not drinking any, you didn't drink any water when I saw
No,
you.
that night it was
Dude, you're
straight Crown Royal at $12 a pop, which by the way, I was like, hey, you know what? We're performing. We'll probably get something off on these drinks. Like a
Nothing.
fucking idiot. I've been doing comedy for 8 years. I've never gotten a discount on drinks.
And you didn't
Unless
know.
it's your pay. And then they're like, hey, we can't pay you, but we'll give you free drinks for the night.
Bro, it's insane how, and that's why I don't give a shit when people are like, dude, you drank in the car before you. Yes, bro. I drink in the car. I'm in the car. Real people that are not, I'm not balling, I'm not rich. I go to the liquor store, I get those small little nippers, and you just do a shot, bro. 2 of them, I'm good. And I just say, that saved me. Think about it. Those little ones are $4, right? Compared to, bro, I went to, where was I? We were in Miami. It was me, Adam, and whoever. And we went to, well, you know, because you know where Adam goes. You know what type of clubs he fucking goes to. The guy's wearing a bow tie. I ordered 2 drinks, and I already knew I was fucked. He grabbed that silver shaker, and besides the bow tie, which is a $20 surcharge, he started doing this, and I was like, every shake is another $5. And then if you have, I figured this out. If you infuse or muddle, if they have to do this to a plant, like a fucking, like muddle, like a piece of basil or mint, it's over, bro.
They might as well put your bank account inside there and just muddle
Yeah,
that.
just take your card and just grind your Chase debit. Because that's what hurt the most was the next morning not getting up and playing soccer with the kids. It was when I went and I was like, well, wait a minute. And I looked and I'm like, $100.
Oh my
and I'm like,
God.
wait a minute. And then it started. I pieced it back together. And I remember the waitress going, yeah, your buddy, I handed him this by accident. She goes, are you sure you had 6 crown apples? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then she's like, okay, because I handed this to your buddy. And he was like, well, that's way too much. And then and I was like, well,
You had 6?
yeah.
Oh my God.
We were having a fun time.
I had a blast, dude. And then remember, bro, I'm such a believer in time and let everything happen. When somebody's like, hey man, let's wait another minute, let's take some pictures or whatever, listen to them because we're driving and what happened?
Well, I wasn't, but somebody was driving.
Somebody was driving.
We avoided an accident. Dude, I've never seen it. It was like Final Destination.
Bro, tell him
All
what
right,
happened.
one of the guys that was with us is driving, and all of a sudden we see this car run through an intersection, sideswipe another vehicle, and then go this way into an apartment complex. And had they continued going, Vinny was in the passenger seat.
With my leg hanging out, mind you.
They would have clipped him. If we were 10...
Because he had no windows. The Jeep. He's in the Jeep.
So my buddy was driving the
hanging
Jeep.
out.
Yeah, so my buddy's driving the Jeep. He almost loses his leg. I would have bounced out the back and died.
100%.
10 seconds. And then we just went, should we stop? And we looked at each
Are
other.
you
and went,
nuts?
And we went, no, and we just left.
Oh my, yeah. I mean, dude, I saw
They were
sparks.
okay, by the way. Everybody was okay.
I saw
I think.
sparks and dude, they hit a building, so you know it wasn't good. But yeah, dude, yeah, I think
That's why I like hanging out with him a little bit. It's like being because I'm a married man with kids. right? I don't go out and have nights out, but it's like I'm living the comics life for one night with him until like it's time to bang a chick, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rob's wife for giving him
Yeah,
kids.
thanks, Rob. Rob,
Maybe if she had sex with me more, I wouldn't have to hang out with Vinny.
Thank you.
But now I have to hang out with Vinny.
It was vicariously through me. Well, speaking about sex and women and stuff, so man, you're single?
I am.
Dating scene in Miami, I mean, like, you're
Awful.
dating, it's horrible.
And you're also
Awful.
a comic. That's fucking. It's got to be brutal.
Well, no, I mean, I
to
go
try
on
and date.
dates and, have flings and stuff, but
Yeah.
there's something going on in Miami where everyone's starting to realize that the new era of dating is not it. It's just
What?
not
And
it.
why would you say that?
Because everyone is pretty, everyone is handsome, everyone's rich, and everyone has options. The internet be like, you can date this guy, or that guy, and then every day it's like that.
Yeah, but you're handsome. You got tattoos.
No, I feel handsome.
That's it, he's in.
He's
I
got
feel like a
tattoos,
handsome guy,
handsome.
don't get me wrong, but
Wait.
I'm just the flavor of the week, and I understand.
You on the dating apps, or do you do?
I
those?
do the dating apps.
Yeah, you get a good return rate on that.
I just started paying for Tinder. I don't get on it as much as I should, knowing that I'm paying, I think, like $50 a month or something like that.
50
but
bucks. Well, I didn't know they
That's
paid
like
for
30 to
Tinder.
50.
How about you?
I'm happy to say, and I'm not talking shit. I've never been in a swipe. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had it, but it was just fun. It was just fun.
I've never been on it. I mean,
No,
I had it.
It was fun, but then I figured out pretty damn quick. I didn't know if they were dudes. I don't know if I was gonna get set up to get robbed. I got paranoid quick. I'm like, I don't know who this person. Meet me here. No, I don't trust you.
You got that? I was on, and I never.
You got to be good at reading the red flags very quickly.
Yeah, like
for
chest
sure.
hair.
Oh, yeah.
Or something really serious. But it was.
So
dude,
you're old school. You go
Bro,
and you make conversation to make the sense.
But I'm just saying, I'm not showing off. I just think I think my personality is good enough to just go out, dude. I meet people randomly,
Yeah.
and I meet them, and but dude,
You picked a chick up on a fucking rascal.
I little rascal. Well, but
This guy broke his foot or hip or something. What did you do?
I broke my
meniscus.
No, I tore ligaments racing across the street like an idiot.
And then he ends up getting a scooter and picks up
And I hooked up with a
chick
girl.
in
Yeah, but I mean,
Vegas.
listen, you know why? Because I'm a wholesome Christian man, and she felt the vibe, the loving energy from the Lord. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Oh, but speaking of, you know what I did? You know how old school I am? Well, I'm horrible at it, but I had phone sex on the weekend.
Oh, wonderful.
When's the last time that you had one of those, bro? It is so
Never.
fucking weird, and I realized how what.
When was the last time Tyler and I
Tyler.
talked?
When was the last time you?
Yeah,
that's
that's the last time I had phone sex.
Yeah, but dude, it's so.
Do you like call a fucking 1-800
No,
number?
no, but dude, but imagine that, yo, like
All
that's
right.
that's where we've evolved, men. Yo, guys used to call just to have a girl like, yeah, I'm banging your toes, and I'm like, yeah, suck it, yeah, you put your big, yeah, I don't, whatever. But dude, I was doing phone sex with this girl. She was amazing, like she was good, and then but I realized like. It's like, 2 minutes into it, I'm starting to lie about shit. She's like, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I'm slapping my ass and I'm pinching my nipples. But then, dude, I ran out of shit to say. And she's like, what else? And I was like, I'm pinching my nipples. She's like, you already said that. And I'm like, I'm going to take the remote and hit you head to head.
What?
I didn't, dude, I was just looking around the room, like thinking of shit.
Don't you have you didn't want to just FaceTime her? Don't you have an iPhone?
No, it was dark. It was dark in her room. It was dark in my room. And dude, I swear to God, I was
Turn
like,
a fucking light
I was-
on.
Nah, that's. I don't want nobody to see cause I'm like making my face. I'm like, I'm gonna give you a wet willy. She's like, what is that? I was like, I just wanna lick your ear. Dude, it was so embarrassing because I was
playing
like,
with your belly button.
Yeah, I'm touching my. It's just.
Can I tell you an embarrassing moment that happened?
Please.
So back in Tyler, you're a pervert. There used to be a website that my friends and I found in college. It was called Adult Friend Finder.
Yeah.
Where you could go on, and the whole purpose of the website was to match you up with other chicks who just wanted to have sex. It was like in our fraternity had an account, but I was the only one with a credit card in the fraternity. So I'll put it on my credit card. You guys can pay me.
Oh shit.
Well, they had my phone. So with the free account or the paid account came like 10 minutes of free phone sex. But
Shut up.
my buddies prank called me from a blocked number, telling me, and they had a girl on the line. And the girls told me that she was calling from Adult Friend Finder with my free 10 minutes of phone sex. Would I like to take advantage of this? Now, at the time, I was driving from Philadelphia to Atlantic City for my radio job. So I was like, oh, I'm doing nothing else. I'm driving. Why not?
Yeah.
So the girl starts doing it. And she's like, is your penis out? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm driving down I-95. And then all you hear is my buddies in the background start fucking laughing. I went,
great.
wait a minute, is there a group there? And they were taping the whole fucking thing.
Shut
yeah,
up.
I got catfished by my fraternity brothers who tape me having fake photos.
My God. You have it?
Yeah, it got played on the radio at some point. I'm sure I can find it somewhere.
My God.
Yeah,
dude,
but at least you had good phone sex. Yours was a real woman. Mine
was real.
I don't even know if mine was really a girl. It could have been one of my fraternity brothers pretending to be a
so
woman.
funny. And I love Tyler for this. Tyler, because I'm a big Yankees fan. Obviously, you guys all know the Yankees are winning 3-0 against the Guardians.
Yeah,
so.
Stanton hit a 3-1
Stanton
bomb.
stepping up, baby.
Wait, they're playing baseball this early?
Well, because it rained out. It rained a postponed.
Yeah, but isn't
yesterday.
it playoffs?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because this is the second game that we've already. It's been.
So do
postponed.
people? Where's the game at?
Game's
Tyler?
in
New
New
York.
York.
So
In New
people
York.
are drunk at
4 o'clock. Yeah,
in New York.
And I respect them for it. But and
You wish you were there.
I realized something happened this weekend where I officially there was a moment where I was just like, I've lost my mojo, like Austin Powers, and he's like, I lost my mojo, baby. I was at Publix, the supermarket here, and I got turned down by a girl with Down syndrome. Hold on. But let me explain. I wasn't hitting on her. You know I'm a big brother. You know my friend Artie that we talked about on the podcast. He's my best friend, and he's my vice versa. But so I see her, and bro, because there's different levels of people with Down syndrome. There's like my friend Artie. He can't go out. He can't do stuff like that on his own. She's working. She's like probably takes the bus. She's advanced enough to do that.
Yeah.
And I see her. She has her station and she's selling like a certain garlic bread. She's like, you want this bread? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get this bread. And then I go because I have friends that have Down syndrome. I'm like, oh my God, nice bracelet, nice. I like your chain. And she's grabbing it, and I'm not joking. She goes, let me stop you right there. I have a boyfriend. I was like, I want to be like, who the fuck are you talking to? She's like, yeah, and he's right there. She's like, Andy, he comes. I'm not joking. He's like, do we have a problem? I'm like, no. I fucking said her bracelet was cute. Like, what the hell is going on? Then I realized, like, I guess I lost it. She thinks, A, she thought I was hitting on her, and number 2, she wasn't gonna give me the time of day. How fucked up is that, bro?
It's just that since you're being Italian, you're looking at that garlic bread a little too much, She felt like she had to bring her boyfriend in.
She goes, wait a minute. And he works it like he was in produce. He come over like he was going to beat my ass, bro. What a shitty, like, that was one of those moments where I was just like, yeah, it's 44. And I can't. She really, really turned me down, bro. Like,
well, she didn't turn. Well, she turned you down, but the circumstances were not that you were hitting on her.
The fact that, yeah, exactly. She thought I
Not
was
that
hitting.
I mean, you can.
Yeah,
She's
no,
of age. Is there
yeah.
something wrong? If you were hitting on her, it's not like that would be a problem.
But dude, I fucking got in the car and I laughed for like 5 minutes by myself. I was by myself in the car crying, and she came out because she does like after the bread thing, she did like the carts. She was bringing in carts, and I
think that's more embarrassing. You got turned down by the Publix cart girl than a girl with Down syndrome.
Yeah,
I would leave with that.
It was very. It was a
That
humbling.
doesn't mean you lost your mojo.
No,
Us guys, we gotta get turned down often.
People don't-
It's part of the game.
Shoot your shot. Hit on another.
Yeah,
table.
shoot your
listen.
shot.
Is that illegal? Can you date a person with Down syndrome?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course.
I mean,
Tyler's wife does it.
Okay, Tyler, you heard that?
Yeah, I'm just ignoring him.
Oh, okay. That is hilarious, dude.
The fucking resident gnome is sitting over there talking shit.
That was a good one.
So anyway, so I saw something in the news just before we walk in here. Did you see that the bear attacked the Japanese rock climber? Look at Rob. Look at.
What is this, Rob? What are you
No,
freaking out about today?
No, you can just skip that. Tyler.
I mean, it has 36,000 views, bro.
Yeah, you don't need to watch.
We don't want to watch it.
You had
That's
a
not
meltdown
Rob.
on camera?
That's not Rob. That's not Rob, by the way. Oh, okay.
Right.
But okay, so this rock climbing. So this guy's rock climbing in Japan, bro. How scary! Look, he actually points to you. Can you play the video? He's first of all, he's just a rock climber doing his thing. Can you put the volume up? Look at this, dude. Look.
Oh shit,
dude.
Oh shit.
Look at.
Wait. Oh, it's climbing up the mountain.
Bro, it's trying to fucking kill him.
Wait. So where'd it come
Go
from?
back, yo. Can you play back? Go back to the beginning, Rob. Tyler, dude, I would shit in my pants right now. Oh, it's coming back.
No, that was
that's
coming
the
down
beginning.
the.
Oh my god.
He's doing a great job.
He is, dude.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You can't.
Look.
Why would it go away? What's wrong with that bear?
He was
Leave it alone, bear.
He was about to go away, but
Bro,
he gave a
look,
growl.
Look, he's coming back.
What a dick.
Look. Bro, what a moment of like, you gotta fight or flight, bro.
See,
What a moment.
But like, look how he just misses it coming down the mountain.
Bro, if it bit, yo, listen to me. If it bit his neck or his arm and dragged him down, it's over.
Yeah, done.
Oh, nice punch.
Holy shit. Whoa. Oh, the bear's making noises too. Bro, the bear's like, I could have had dinner.
Notice how the bear came back after that growl, unnecessary growl. I was like, what'd you say?
Yeah, what, bitch? But yo, is that a black bear? Or is that's a black bear, right?
African American bear.
Will they eat a human being, Tyler?
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to.
Or just killing, or maybe its cubs are up there. I have no idea, but bro, that is
Oh yes, that was
Charging
seemingly
black bear.
protecting a cub.
Oh yeah, so that means he probably went up there and saw the cub, bro. But you know what? Now what do you do? Because now that thing's gonna circle back, bro. It has to go back to the kids.
I kill the cub. You
oh my
fuck with
God.
me, bear. I kill your
Yeah,
cubs.
your kids I'm gonna have a pet
sacrifice
bear.
it. I hold it over the ledge
I'm gonna
and
have a
drop
pet
it.
bear, you jerk. That is hilarious, bro.
That's the bear that John Candy shot in the ass on the Great
oh,
Outdoors.
oh yeah, that's so funny. Well,
Fucking Vic said
my
that.
brother, that's hilarious.
The climber said
I love you,
he's
Vic.
trained in karate and mixed martial arts. And are you trained in that?
I'm definitely not. No, I probably would have died. I would have died. My favorite was the grizzly man. You guys seen that documentary? The grizzly. Have you
Had
ever?
that guy go out and like live with bears and then they ate him?
He lived amongst them. He was very, very, very weird guy. He was at a national park illegally, mind you, messing with these bears. And there was one bear that, dude, he'd be recording. Manny, his back was to the bear, and this one bear would just, and he'd turn around and just go, hey, hey. And then one day, while the camera was not pointing at him, it would just lay down. I think it was like pointing like inside of a tent. You hear him getting eaten by the bear, and then, dude, this is some gangster shit from the person that heard it, Manny. The person that heard it said that the girlfriend grabbed a cast iron skillet and she was beating the shit out of the bear. It kept eating him, and the guy was like, "Save yourself," and she didn't. She stayed there and kept beating the bear till it turned and it ate her.
Oh shit!
Oh, bro, but that's a girl. You know, girls
Sorry.
are like, I'll do anything for my man. Bullshit.
No way. My wife would leave me in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat, your wife would be
She'd
gone.
be like, "Oh, I'm not even dead," and she'd be like, "Yeah, see you later."
Yeah, bye.
Can
So
you call someone? No, I don't get cell reception out. here.
Yeah, cooking with that pan. This bitch tried beating the bear, and then when they finally showed up, because they tried eating a guy that came to look for them because they weren't responding to the calls. They finally came. The bear tried to attack the guy with the gun, shot it. When they cut it open, he goes, "It was just clothes and people in the bear, like a huge grizzly bears."
Well, you can't blame the bear. That's
No,
what
I
a
don't.
bear does.
I don't, bro.
You know what I do blame? Tyler, can you Google real quick on the internet? Dolphin humping or dolphin rape. They are the rapists of the sea.
They rape people.
Everybody's scared of sharks. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather be known as the guy that got raped by a dolphin or the guy that gets eaten by a shark?
First of all,
I'd rather get eaten by the shark.
I want to get eaten by a
Take
shark.
a look at the dolphin.
Wait, who did the graphics on that? Go back. What the hell kind of boobs on her stomach?
David did that.
That's David. I like that.
Yeah, Tyler, there's
It's like
videos
one of those
of it.
drawings you see in the back of a textbook in school.
That's it.
Oh, Malcolm Brenner. This guy actually had sex with a dolphin. I've interviewed him.
Wait,
He's
what?
a weird guy. Yeah, he lived in the state of Florida, right here, the great state of Florida. He said he had a relationship with a dolphin and they made sweet love. But dolphins are the rapists of the sea. You gotta be careful, man.
What does that even mean?
What?
They rape? They see
They'll
guys
get
that are-
aroused and they'll drag you down to their cave and try to have intercourse with you.
Yeah, like when you go swimming with the dolphins, if they get turned on, they'll try and pull the woman under, and then they have the ugliest. Not that I've looked at a lot of
Penises.
animal penis, but when I look at dolphin dick, I'm like, what is going on?
Wait a minute.
It's
So wait.
scary.
So wait. Here's my question though. Is it just girls or they're bang dudes too?
I think they'll just have sex
Whatever.
with anyone.
Anything,
Dude, the
yeah.
fact that how are they dragging you? They're just like nudge you with their.
No, they'll bite you.
There's videos of wives that you take them out to the aquarium and then like the dolphin just goes up and humps them and it's on camera, so you're like a cuck.
What kind of?
Right? Like you're paying to take your wife and you're just watching them bang.
What kind of shitty?
That's a terrible family vacation. How was your vacation? I got cucked by a dolphin.
I got cuck. What does that word even mean? What does cuck hold? I don't. I know
That
it's-
is when you have another man that makes love to your wife while you watch.
That's disgusting.
And of course,
Tyler
Rob's talking from experience.
He's into that. Yeah, that's why Tyler and I are friends. He cucks.
That's this. Where'd that word? Somebody just made up cuck. I hate that word.
Well, it's from. I believe there's I know way too much.
He's gonna go to the Latin on it.
No, but there is. There's like an old fairy tale that used the term cuckold.
Oh, okay.
I read it in high school, and then they were like, "What does that mean?" And then the teacher's like, "That is when." And
And I think the original was when a man allows his wife to be to have sex with another man knowingly. I think that's
bro.
what
I'm already a jealous person. That just would not be.
Aaron Judge solo homer.
Let's go Yankees. Yes, I love. Kelly's like, I'm on my phone because I was watching that, but now that you started doing it, I didn't have to do it. Wait, can you, Tyler? Can you show the humpback whale one too? And Manny, here's my thing. We know enough about animals to just leave them alone at this point. Just get I don't like when people are like, I got eaten by a lion. Why? Why? We want to know their behavioral. We know they don't like people and they're hungry and they want to eat you. Leave them the fuck alone. Especially when people jump into those cages. Like, people jump over like the encampment at like a zoo and they're just like, I just wanted to get close. And when they get eaten, I don't get mad. I don't get upset. I cheer for the animal.
Well, I feel bad. Like, remember Harambe? They shot Harambe, and it was the kid's fault. He fell in.
Yeah, where your parents
Yeah,
at?
the parent that we should throw. If you drop your kid in,
you
go in with them.
Yeah, we're not shooting the animal, you
We don't
prick.
need a lawsuit here at the Philadelphia Zoo. We don't need you suing us.
Tyler, can you show the humpback? Like, granted, this is Jersey. This is Jersey, and they're fishing.
Oh, well, then
So look at that, bro. Look at that. Oh! And it hit the boat.
Oh,
And look, the father still has a fish. Look, the father caught a whale. Bro, he's like, I got a whale, son. That's Jersey. That's where you're from.
Yeah, the Dolphins polluted on the inside.
Bro, look at this guy. What did he catch? The whale? Dude, can you imagine that? Like, what happened? Oh, how'd your husband and kid die? A humpback whale was eating and crushed them. Because if they hit the boat, they're dead.
Yeah, I think if you get killed by wilderness, you probably deserve it.
I
right?
agree.
Like, because I'm not going to die from a cheetah running in here.
No.
And getting me at my office or at home.
Never.
I'm not going to be sitting there and a panda gnaws my
Yeah.
face off.
Yeah, but the rock climber guy, that's random. I don't know if that's a highly black bear populated area, but that's some fucking bad luck. First of all, he's rock climbing by himself. It's like Tom Cruise loves to do shit like that. And of all things, you go where there's cubs. He wasn't fucking around. He's just that's being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm talking about those assholes like you said that are jumping over there or dropping their kid. It's like, you guys are assholes and you deserve it.
My wife wanted to go. They have a thing called Lion Country. Tyler, you ever been? You're around here. You ever been to the Lion Country?
I've yet to be there.
Lion Country's it's cool.
It's like a safari.
Cool,
it's a safari where they have like lions and stuff that you drive your car through. And my wife was surprised when we couldn't take my Jeep with the soft top. And I went, because a fucking lion could rip
keep
it
the
apart,
lions
darling.
in cages. Like, it's an electric fence that they're behind. Like,
Oh,
the
yeah, well,
lions
how they
aren't-
work in Jurassic Park. They had electric fences too. Those dinosaurs. Oh, that's a movie. But those dinosaurs ate everybody, Tyler. Spoiler alert. Good movie.
Yeah, can I be 100 with you?
Yeah.
And I'm a huge movie buff. I don't remember the whole movie. Like, I remember the movie. I have to watch it again.
You
I
wanna
don't remember it.
Let's take mushrooms and watch it.
I'm down.
Tyler?
Are you down?
Manny?
I'm down.
I think we need, you know how we have our office bonding? I think everybody needs to take ayahuasca.
I'm
Doesn't
100.
that make you poop though?
No, it
No,
makes
poop
you
and throw up.
vomit.
I heard
Vomit.
I heard it does both. I heard you poop and you puke. And there's dude, I would trip
But
out.
why Jurassic? Like, if you're gonna do mushrooms, why Jurassic Park?
Oh, it would be fun.
I mean, I would.
I feel like it'd be fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
I'd be
I want to live on the
I'd be
edge.
so scared.
I'd shit
Yeah.
in my pants, dude.
I'd be freaking
I would
out.
shit in my pants. Well,
You don't do psychedelics, do you?
I only smoke a little bit of the vape before I go to sleep. My dreams are better. I pass out faster. I don't wake up 9 times to pee, which is random. Smoking makes me not pee at night because I'm old, bro. I pee. And I purposely stopped drinking. Like, I'll stop drinking water at like 7. I'm peeing all night.
That's so sad. We have to do that with my 12-year-old.
That's me. Listen to me. And I'm so lazy. I don't
That's
wanna hurt-
why Vinny has plastic on his mattress.
That's exactly why I have it.
See, this is why we don't like it.
Yeah. And dude, just
You just
wrapping,
put us in a hole, Tyler. Go ahead.
just wrapping
what
up.
I do.
Yeah, just wrapping up. No, we're gonna change gears because we have like 5 minutes left. Did you guys see what Creepy Joe did a couple days ago? Joe Biden.
Oh,
he struck again.
Yeah. Well,
Did you see it?
No, not this one. I've seen all of the other ones.
You've seen all the other ones where apparently when you're vice president, because he started a long time ago where he was just sniffing girls in the White House in front of many people, wives, kids, fathers, and nobody ever. Do you remember? Like, I don't. Have you seen any of
This
this?
is like in front of everyone, including the dog.
Bro, the dog. Bro, it's a man touching your child, smelling their hair, and saying some fucked up. Can you please show the one that I sent you?
Only girls or
it's only girl. No, it's only girls.
I've only seen photos of him sniffing girls.
No, that's not the sniffing.
Or what it looks like.
No, I slacked it to you. I don't have it. You don't have it? It's like, can you find him sniffing? I think it's like.
Can we watch him attempting? How do you attempt? Yeah. Let me see.
No, look. No, this is one little girl. Hold on. I think it's on. Oh, that might be this. Let me find it.
Stop sniffing and groping children. Why is maybe he's just going down to give him a kiss on the head.
No, it's not cool.
I mean, even that's weird. But he's like 90.
Yeah,
he's an old man. That's what old men do.
No, that's a dude. Is that an excuse?
Not the sniffing of the hair, but you've never met an old man that came down and gave you a kiss on the forehead.
Like that. No, that's creepy.
No, look at that. Look at that, bro. Look at her. He's trying to freaking make out with her, dude.
That is weird.
Look, he's petting her hair. I don't care who the hell you are, dude. Like, look.
Well, but he clearly whispered something. Maybe.
Yeah, whispered what? Look, he's following her hair. Dude, smelling it. Dude, could somebody explain to me how that's cool?
It's
Tyler, can you open that one or no? That's disgusting, bro.
Look, what do you think is behind that then?
He's a disgusting dude.
It's age. It's also age because I had a lot of old folks in my family, and not that they sniff hair or anything, but you could feel their social skills dwindling.
Well, that's because they get
in front of your very own eyes.
Wait, rewind this and put the volume up. Okay, listen. Wait, before you play it, what makes a president? I don't give a shit what his title is. You're 80 years old. You are touching a child, bro. A child from behind with your hands. And look what the hell he tells this kid. Go ahead.
Turn the sound on, Tyler.
Put the sound on and tell me how this is cool.
Look at Dan.
Now, the very important thing I told my daughter and granddaughters, no serious guys in your 30s.
Okay. No what?
No serious guys in your 30s.
I'll keep that in mind.
No, and look, it's the Secret Service like, yo, shut the goddamn camera up. No serious guys until you're 30. What?
The cue is a little uncanny though. This guy is like, all right, here we go.
Yeah,
check this out. I'm about to get this.
And it's like, bro, like, and these are the type of things, bro. These are the type of Jeffrey Epstein and the Weinstein. And it's like, bro, I'm at the point with this is just a culmination. This is one of them, but I'm just like at my wit's end about what's happening in this country. For him aside, if you don't see what's happening and it's not pissing you off, you're either too blind, too stupid, or too brainwashed to see, bro. Like in all aspects. And I'm tired of running into people that are so hardcore liberal, they can't admit it, bro. Like crime is up and at an all-time, like Tyler, it's at an all-time high. Inflation 40-year high. The border is wide open. Fentanyl is coming in, and bro, it's killing people at record highs. They're indoctrinating our kids in school. All right, we're at a war with Russia. I don't care what anybody says, bro. If you're about to fight somebody and I give you money, guns, troops, and everything, you're in a war. Okay, plain and simple. We're in a recession, even though the White House tries to change the definition in real time. They're like, no, that's not a recession. It's horseshit, bro. And what pisses me off is that the public isn't getting pissed off. And why not? Why not? Is it just because Trump isn't in? Because Biden, they like him. He's old. He's whatever. But I'm curious. What is it gonna take for us to change, bro? What is gonna be the spark to make people to wake up?
I think a lot of people are pissed off. You
know do you see? I don't see it. I don't see it.
People are outraging all the time on the internet.
I see it, man. I see it from people like us. Like every day I see shit like this. I see everything going on. I see the White House briefing and it's just excuse. It's just, no, it's not. No, it's not. And it's only one person. It's Peter Doocy. One guy is going, hey, and then nothing happens, bro. They are in control. And my question is, how blindly loyal are you to a party? Just at least admit, be like, hey, it's fucked up, all right? And something has to change. And like, dude, like for instance, Iran is on the brink of revolution because, I mean, for a bunch of other things, but that one girl, Mahsa Amini, the morality police beat her to death and she died in jail. I'm just curious, what is it gonna take for us to say enough is enough? And it's up to the people, it's up to us, it's up to you. Everybody, just go, we're done, because the power is in the people. It's us, bro. But we need that We need that spark. I'm not saying I hope somebody dies, God forbid, but it has something. Everybody's too blind. Everybody's too distracted. Bro, I know people that are keeping up with the Kim Kardashian's vagina. They know who she's sleeping with at every moment. I'm being real. People are keeping up with Kim Kardashian's vagina. They don't know that we're pretty close to like, Russia has nuclear weapons and they're threatening it. People are like, who gives a shit? All I care about is that Khloe Kardashian is taking diabetes medicine to lose weight. And boy, does she look good. That's what people care about.
What's more comforting to talk about?
But okay, see, comfort, I think people need, a great point. People need to get out of their comfort zone, bro, because we have the power. Everything that's going wrong, all the complaining. Dude, I'm seeing the prices at the supermarket. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it. Gas is up, bro. Crime is up. Defunding the police. All this shit is coming full circle. All these policies from 2 years ago. I don't hear shit from all these people, bro. I hear from people like Tyler. We talk about it here and there. Why isn't it changing? Is it just because the president isn't that mean orange asshole? Like, wake the fuck up. Like, that's what drives me crazy. There's how many billions of us? There's only a few of them up there. And I really hope something happens, bro, to change it, because we're losing freedoms every day. We're the freest country in the world, but we're losing small freedoms, bro. It's slowly happening. With the flu, they lied to us about the vaccine. They lied to us about this. They're lying about Russia. Bro, it's getting to a point where I'm telling you, and I've said this before, if you were in Rome, at the height of Rome, the Colosseum, the power of Rome, if somebody went up to anybody in Rome and said, hey, this is going to fall. You guys you're not even gonna have there's no Romans around. You know what I would say? You don't know shit. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Right now, this is happening right now. We are the modern day Rome. And bro, I'm telling you right now, it might not have it happen in our lifetimes. It's gonna happen, bro. And I just hope that I'm not around when that happens.
I see it as like a pendulum. Have you noticed, like, I don't know in the 90s if you remember, but the liberals were the ones that were fighting for independence from corporations and like being weird? Free in our individual rights. And then now it's the Republicans that are like, no, we're independent. We should be free and we should be all that. Yeah. It just changes the narrative. So I think what's going to happen is like people are just going to realize that both sides have their ups and downs, and no matter who's president or leader or whatever, something's going to happen where it's still part of an agenda. Like this is all planned out 20, 30, 40, 100 years
But do you think they're on the same team, Rob? Do you think they're just doing this and we're like, red team? Because I mean, they're constantly dividing us. What do you think? What do you think is what?
Nothing. In my head, I'm just hearing Kanye West go, "It's the Jews! It's the Jews! It's the Jews that are the problem."
Did you see that?
All I've watched is Kanye losing his mind about Jewish people. I'm like, Kanye, you've got a great life, or it seems got a lot of money. I bet a lot of people from the Jewish descent have made you a lot of money. But in my head, that's all I kept hearing is Kanye yelling funny. That. So sorry.
But because man, I'm not one of those conspiracy guys. I'm just not dumb to see that. They're up here. They're all chilling. They make us, dude, think about it. Left or right, Democrat, Republican, tall, short, male, female, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim. I mean, they're very good at distracting the shit out of us while they're up there laughing their asses off and collecting all the money and they're sending us to war, doing all this shit, and they are laughing their asses to the bank, which they own.
I think what we've seen about people with the advent of social media, especially Facebook, this is where it happens the most. Twitter a lot, but Facebook, it started. Remember that dress? Today was like the anniversary of the dress. Is it blue or is it?
Oh, God.
Remember, that was all anybody talked about. But you know what that was at the inner core? Were people being divided on the dumbest of issues and then arguing that point. What we've learned about human behavior is that there is a portion of all of us that likes conflict. And so they've found a way to put certain things in our lives that then they can stir up and start a fucking hornet's nest. And then they walk away and we just do all the fighting.
Beautiful. Sensationalism.
And it happened. I didn't vote for Trump, but that was when I started noticing, and I went, wow, this guy started calling people out for fake news. And I was like, well, the news can't be fake. By definition, news is things that happen and they're telling us about it. Yeah. And all of a sudden you went, oh, wait, but they're only telling you certain portions of the news. Right. And then you go, oh, this motherfucker's not off on this stuff. This guy knows what he's talking about. And then all of a sudden you're with Tyler on the January 6th going, he's still our president.
A bunch of like January 6th, that's all you're going to ever hear.
But I do believe, I'm with you. I believe that there's some type of malicious agenda
Yes.
by an didn't JFK
We just know we lost Mr. T.
Didn't
We lost
JFK
Rampage.
Tyler? Real quick? JFK didn't he say there was a speech where he warned? Oh my God!
He's dead. He's dead. He's done, man. He's been drinking.
There was a whole thing about JFK warning about secret societies that were trying to enslave every man, woman, and child. Tyler, I know that
what happened to him? What happened to that guy? What happened to that guy?
He got killed, and everybody says he was the last best president that this country had.
I agree, and I mean, dude, think about it. Anybody that's ever preached love and peace got shot. All right, and all these people that from John Lennon to JFK, anybody you talk about preaching, I love each other, you're dead. Anyway, Manny, it was a pleasure, bro. I had a freaking blast. Thanks to Adam that you're in my life now, bro. We got to connect because we want to go to Miami, and we got to start performing more. I'm talking about this weekend, bro, because I'm happy that like we've bonded because I have to be getting on stage a lot more, bro. I feel like a stripper that like when I see a pole now, I'm just like I want to touch it. Don't you feel the same way? Like when you went to the show, weren't you like I have to?
You're clearly night shift. I'm day shift stripper. if we're comparing,
you're there where the buffet is at.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, by the way, all the sandwiches you want. So MiamiComedy.com for everything, and then where else are you on like the socials?
You can also look me up Instagram at Miami Comedy as well as TikTok. Twitter is at Miami Comedy.com.
May I plug something?
Go 100%.
Thursday night, Naples, Ulrich, me.
Where are you
comedy.
Going? Where Ulrich is going?
Oh, we're bringing him.
Wait. You guys are taking him to a comedy show?
Well, I'm taking him.
Oh, yeah. Ulrich.
His old lady's in Naples.
Ulrich's got a smash piece over in Naples.
She lives in Naples?
Yes.
Is she Norwegian?
And you know what Naples is known for?
What?
Old ladies with a lot of money.
Ulrich.
Why do you think nobody... Because Ulrich married the old lady with the money for a green card.
Wow. Ulrich.
He's a sugar baby.
What's Ulrich's... Kai, because Kai and... what does Ulrich do? They're both Norwegian. What is Ulrich...
He's Norwegian.
No, what does he do? His top title.
He's had internet.
Oh, yeah. He does
internet.
what I do. He does internet.
Yeah, he does internet.
He does the YouTubes.
Awesome guy. I mean, his eyes are dreamy.
So Thursday night, Off the Hook Comedy Club, Ulrich, myself, and then you got anything you can promote?
I'm probably going to go. No, I'm just I love you guys to death. For all the new people that are here, thank you for the support. We've had a couple videos that went viral, and I really, really, really appreciate it. And
go watch them.
Go watch them. It's on Instagram. It's on my reels. But God bless you guys. Take care of each other, and peace and love.